So I just made it to Pinckney State Recreation Area, and looks like a really beautiful spot on the shore of Crooked Lake. So the Pinckney State Recreation Area has many miles of hiking trails, and there are also biking trails. I just met a guy on one of those fat tire bikes. Man, he was zooming. The thing is, these trails are up and down hills. This area is like glacial till, and there are kettle lakes nestled between the ridges and in the hollows. Whew. So the trails follow these ridges some, but there are a lot of up and down. Good workout. So it's about the right time of year for morel mushrooms, so I'm watching for them, but it seems like the right kind of terrain, but I haven't seen any yet. So I have a 1961 edition of the Boy Scout Handbook, and I would have been about 12 years old when that thing was printed. It has suggested campfires and cooking fires and drawings in there, and they suggest for cooking when you don't have a grate or a grill, 2 parallel logs like this, and then you put your skillet on the logs, build a fire in between. But I remember my dad, when I was a boy, making a V-shaped fire like that, and he'd put the coffee pot at the narrow end and the skillet at the wider end. So that one's not in the handbook, but I guess when you're not a Boy Scout, you can do what you want. It worked for him, it's going to work for me. Putting a light coating of, maybe that's a heavy coating, of coarse sea salt to kind of keep the salmon up off the pan a bit. I'm using a little bit of frying magic. Actually, this is chicken seasoning. It's probably a sacrilege for salmon. So I'm having my salmon with coleslaw that my wife made. Delicious. Great combo. So there's the V-shaped cooking fire, thanks to my dad and the Boy Scouts.
That was too much salt.
Oh yeah, that was a little too much salt on that salmon. Along with that seasoning I added. Whew. Yeah, but it was still good, really good.
Oh yeah.
So now I have an evening fire, and most people would go get the marshmallows out now and start making s'mores. But I got 2 pounds of bacon and a great cooking fire and a skillet out here, so I'm going to brown some bacon. I'm working on tomorrow's breakfast, which I already had planned. I'm working on tomorrow's lunch. So, I've been cooking for about an hour and a half on this fire, and I still have the logs. So I can roll the logs apart when I'm done, let the fire go out. Tomorrow, use the same logs for the next cooking fire. Spring peepers are out.